call this meeting to order. If you would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Cook, would you do the invocation for us, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let's all bow, please. Father God, this is the day that you have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And God, we thank you, Lord, for our board tonight, Lord, that we meet. And Lord, we ask you to guide and direct us, Lord, into your path tonight, that all things be done decent and in order. Ask you at the end of this evening, Lord, that we'll have a better city and a better place to live and a good place to raise our children. And we give you praise, honor, and glory for all you do tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Alderman McNeil, if you'd call the roll, please, sir.
September the 22nd. Alderman Michael Johnson. Present. Alderman Lady Judy Coleman.
Present.
Alderman Shane Lynch.
Here.
Alderman Leon McNeil. Present. Alderman Lady Tammy Poole.
Here.
All you alternates here.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight as well. Our first line of business, on our old business this time, do we have a motion to approve the minutes for the September 8th, 2025 regular called board meeting? We have such motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion, board? If not, those in favor of such motion do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. Up next on our new business this time, it's just going to be an update. We will do a motion or a second. But it's titled Trash Update from City Attorney Randy Camp. So I'm going to turn that over to Attorney Camp for our update.
Last meeting, we discussed the questions you all had submitted to me about the accepting a low bid in the contract procurement, and then also if the successful bidder was non-responsive to section 5.09, and I had given you my opinion, and I thought that the successful bidder was non-responsive in that it did not bid in the same regard as the other bidder. And in my opinion was that the bid would need to be redone. Then Alderman Lynch had asked me a question about reimbursements made to the city, if that made any change in the contract provisions or in the bid provisions. And in my opinion, from the case law, I've found that interpreted the Tennessee Municipal Purchasing Act, I still believe that that contract is void and that would need to be rebid. Changes to a contract after it's been let is in violation of the Tennessee Municipal Purchasing Law. And changing terms after the fact or allowing a bidder to alter their bid after submission creates advantages and disadvantages for specific bidders that are not permitted under the public contracting process. And there's several cases on it. The reimbursement of the city of items, whatever it may be, after the contract's been let, provides the successful bidder with a position that's superior to the other bidder would have been able to take. So the Court of Appeals and the Tennessee Supreme Court both have ruled that such changes in contracts after they've been let is improper. under the Tennessee, under the municipal purchasing law. That's about what I've come up with.
Can I ask what changes were made to the contract?
Well, if you got a reimbursement made to a city, something must have changed, because there's no need in the contract for a reimbursement to be made. There wasn't any reimbursement, there wasn't a provision for reimbursement in the original bid.
I thought they, from what I was told and understand, that they did that reimbursement to make sure they were in line with the contract.
Well, that's an alteration of the contract after it's been let then. And that's improper under the municipal purchasing law.
Even though they were just admitting that it was their responsibility and they took care of it.
That opens us up for a lawsuit from Republic, because Republic didn't have the same opportunity.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
clarification.
So Lord, you can, with all due respect to you, thank you for the update. So you're saying now, what the mayor and the board need to do, the mayor need to rebid this out, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm saying it needs to be
ASAP.
rebid.
Okay, got it. Mayor?
Oh, well, Board, we asked Attorney Camp for clarification tonight, and his suggestion would be to rebid it. And so, I don't have that authority, but I can ask you all for that, to have that authority, which would be, I can make a motion for the trash contract to be rebid. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm asking for a motion to do such. And that will be up to you five to say yea or nay. And so at this time, I'm making a motion for our trash bid to be rebid. And so,
Wait, I need to ask you about the, let's get some clarity on this here. Number one was the trash update from Lawyer Camp. So now we need to amend the agenda, the regular agenda to.
we can, yes, sir, yes, sir. If that-
We can.
we can make a motion to amend the agenda.
Amend the agenda.
Well, let's,
Not after we start.
Well,
I'm here to try to make somebody happy tonight, so, I'll do anything you
I'm
like.
asking the board then, since you said what we can't do, what do we need to do then?
Well,
If y'all gonna say, look and say what we can't do.
let me try it again then. Let's do this. I make a motion to amend tonight's agenda to include the rebid, for our sanitation. So I just made a motion to change the agenda.
I'll second
So I make it, so you're gonna do a motion,
it. I'll second it.
and we got a second. Now, board, any more discussion on changing the agenda to add, this motion to rebid the trash? So,
No, you can't. Is it okay for us to do this?
Ma'am?
Is it okay for us to do this?
Yes,
Because-
ma'am.
Change the agenda after we've already started.
Well, as far as you changing the agenda, it's not the proper way to do it. It needs to be put on the new agenda.
oh,
Because I didn't come here with it.
So it needs to be did. What Lawyer Camp said needs to be did?
The reason why is the public needs to have notice of what you're
Thank you.
doing, and
Thank you. I can't believe
amending the agenda doesn't give the public proper notice.
Proper notes, okay.
all right, so your recommendation is not do a motion tonight
Yes, sir.
and to,
Put it on the next agenda.
and put it on the next agenda, or at least call a special call?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right,
Mayor, I'm gonna ask that you call a special call meeting.
yes, we can do that.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions, board, from, to Attorney Camp? Well, he got his attention here on this garbage. Okay. We're gonna leave it as a trash update, okay? And we're gonna move on. We will be contacting board and advertising this trash update.
Now, how long would you have to do, what, 48 hours? The time gap there, what, 48?
We have to, I'd say 48. We could check, we got our, advertise it, put our agendas up, post them like we did today.
Right.
And, so,
That's all kind of be on there, just to be.
yeah, if you all like, we can do another one this week. If not, you can just let me know.
Okay.
All right, any more questions, board, on Mr. Camp?
No, sir. Thank you, Mr. Camp.
All right, our second agenda item tonight, at this time, do we have a motion to approve the first reading of ordinance 2025-12, an ordinance of the City of Humboldt to establish a fee schedule for customers of solid waste collection? And do we have such motion? And that item that we're talking about is this go from $20 to $30 for residential, and for $27 to $40.50. So,
Now, can I ask you a question? I know, I think I'm not the one to but when the bid went on, Rock Solid bid at $28, right?
yes, sir,
Okay, so.
$28.50.
$28.50, so really, all we doing tonight is adding an extra $1.50 to that then, right?
That's right.
$1.50 more.
And the reason we're doing this is, the last board meeting, I begged you, we're losing so much money every month, $45,000, with that $20 rate. And this will stop the leakage on our losses. And where we're not losing any money, and it's just for this 1 year, or one whatever, and it'll stop that leakage where we quit leaking all that money out of our general fund. And then this all can come back up later when all of this other stuff is settled. And this is just to help get the city not spending $45,000 a month, or losing that much, I'm sorry. And so that's all. We tried the $40, do it for 5 years. We thought we had that. At least that would got us not breaking even. And this right here will break us even, and it's really kicking the can down the road. It can't stay at that price because we got 4 or 5 increases in the future coming. And so that's Alicia and I said we'll just at least try 30, and that maybe that'll get us. And if we did, it'll be November 1st before that could go on the utilities bill. So we're just asking for y'all's consideration for at least get the where we're not losing so much money every month, and we can still operate.
Is part of that loss the picking up the bulk from the yard and taking it, since that's not been bidded yet?
I would say yes, it is. Yes, that's right. Majority of it is the difference between $20, which is the old rate, and $8.50, the new rate. And we haven't got it on the utility bills to try to collect that money back. And we're probably on the bulk itself. We're probably spending 8, 9, or 10,000. Just depends on how much a month, which is not a whole lot, but it is part of it. And when
But the cost is the bulk from the yard to the dump.
that's right.
But we haven't bid that out yet.
No, and I don't think, looking and talking, until we get this contract settled and get that 5.09 settled, I just don't, we've got it ready. MTS has done it for us, we're ready. But I think that this this thing needs to be, have all the lawyers and people that's involved get this settled on this contract, and then we can settle on the bulk haul off. Because we got 3 or 4 people wants to bid on it, but right now we're just doing the best we can to get it out of here. We actually probably 60 or 70 tons of bulk trash, and that's stuff off the side of the road a month. It just depends on if the weather's, if it's been stormy or whatever, but so.
But that wasn't included in the original bid. The original bid did cover picking it up at the house. It didn't cover carrying it from the yard to disposal. That's what we were gonna bid second.
Yes, that's right, and that was
So
going.
picking it up at the house is part of the original contract.
Yes, it is. Picking it up at the house, just like Republic did, was part of the contract. And,
And they have done that, correct?
yes, they have. The only thing that's, that we have issues with is the contract that Rock Solid presented. It said they would dispose of all. And that's the, they would dispose of all. And when that was brought to our attention, matter of fact, by MTAS, we was working on the other one, they're not disposing of all.
So who provided us with this contract?
Which contract?
The contract we were talking about on trash, the 50, that has the 50.
Oh, the 509.
1.9.
That was the contract that we received from Rock Solid.
Did we have an attorney look over it?
Sure.
Was that Mr. Camp?
No.
Who was the attorney?
Michael Hill, attorney in Milan. We didn't, at the time, didn't have an attorney on board, but we was using Mr. Michael Hill and his legal assistant.
If I'm not mistaken, Lamera, that night you told us that you had Michael Hill, and I think you had said you had MTAS to look over it also, right?
I don't know where y'all going with this.
We're just asking for answers.
Well, Mr. Lynch, you know, I wasn't gonna say this, but you know, here's your working together for Humboldt that just blew the whole city up last week, and it looks like you got all the answers, so, you know,
Not a problem.
I don't, you know, sounds like that you, ones that you don't have, looks like you've made up. And so I'd advise you, both of you, don't start pointing this toward me, because we know.
I'm not, sir. I'm asking questions so
You know,
everybody will know what's going
You know,
on.
I wasn't gonna say this, but you know, being a politician is a whole lot like being a magician. You know, a magician. You know, when you see that guy cut that woman in half with that big saw, we know that ain't true. You know they didn't do that. You see that little boy, you know, they pull a quarter out of his ear, we know that's not true. Mr. Lynch,
Sir?
you pulled that rabbit out of that hat. You pulled that rabbit out of the hat, and we all saw it. Now you're trying to say you didn't, but we all saw it. It's on tape, it's on word, and you're trying to blame it on me.
I call
No,
question.
sir, I'm
I
not.
call
You're
question.
trying to
I
blame.
call question.
This ain't nothing to do with a question.
I call
Sir, if
question.
you want to talk to me in private, you're
I
welcome
ain't
to do
talking
that,
to-
but
no.
you're not going to sit here in a board meeting and run me down.
Well, I tell you what,
I'm
you've
not
run me
running
down.
you
You've run me down enough with these lies and accusations.
I call point of order.
Yep, your rabbit you pulled out of the hat was black with a white stripe. It was a skunk. It wasn't a rabbit, Mr. Lynch.
I call for a point of order. A point of order, please.
Well, they're not gonna sit here and try to, no. We all saw what had come out of the hat.
I call
It
for
wasn't a
point of
rabbit, it was a skunk.
order. Mayor, I call
All
for
right,
point of
so,
order.
point of order, let's go for it. All right, so,
Get back to the agenda,
so
please.
y'all wanna talk some more about this $30 or not?
Tammy
No,
called
$30
questions.
is where.
All right, so do we have a motion?
Wait well, the $30 was, let me get an understanding. When they
Nope.
bid it on the contract, it was $28.50, right? On that contract.
Yes.
For rock solid.
That's right.
So really, all we gonna bid on tonight was add another $1.50 to that to make it 30.
That's right.
That's
That'll,
it.
that'll hold us until,
That'll put
till
us
you all come up with a
with the
conclusion
contract.
on this.
Okay.
All right. We do have a motion, a second.
No, we never did get that far.
Did we got a motion? No motion?
Also move.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
They got a second. Now, any more discussion? If not, those in favor of the motion to approve first reading of ordinance 2025-12, an ordinance of the city of Humboldt to establish a fee schedule for customers of solid waste collecting system. This is the one we're talking about, the $30 plus the $40.50. Do so by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, how about this, Mr. Link, Ms. Porter, I didn't hear nothing from that. Let's do a roll call on this. Can we do a roll call?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
McNeil?
Yes, sir. Roll call vote on ordinance 2025-12 to establish a $30 fee for customer pickup, $1.50 to be added to $28.50. Ultimate Monty Johnson.
Yes.
Ultimate Julie, Ms. Coleman.
Yes.
Ultimate Shane Lynch.
Yes.
Ultimate Leon McNeil, yes. Ultimate Lady Tam Porter. Yes. Mayor, all the ultimate voted for to add the $1.50 to the contract itself.
Okay, board, we will, this is the first reading. We'll have the next reading in 2 weeks. We should have this on the utility bills by November 1st. Thank you, and that'll get us, at least to get our finances settled down a little bit. This time, do we have a motion to approve the police department resignation of SR officer Sheila Cook?
I so move.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion, board? We hate to see her go, but we have, she's been a great officer, so.
That is true.
Is there any more discussion, board? If not, those in favor of such motion to accept the resignation of Miss Sheila Cook, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. All right. We're gonna try to hire somebody tonight. Or some of y'all might have met this young lady. Some of you might know who she is. I have not until tonight. And so, at this time, do we have a motion to approve the police department recommendation to hire Miss Jasmine, let's get this right now, Jasmine Neva Garcia?
I so move.
I'll second.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion, board?
Mayor, I did talk to the chief. From my understanding, she bi-language. That's A+ for Humboldt. I said, let's go with it.
All right. Any more discussion, board? If not, those in favor of such motion to approve the hiring of Ms. Garcia, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you.
Chief,
Yes.
just one thing, when she going to the academy?
So we have to get her into the Cadence portal, and they don't give us that date till several months. The academy is so far behind, I would at least think at least 4 months, if not 6. So,
Chief, are we still getting,
But you gonna start using her now, though, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, she bi-language, yeah.
are we still getting any compensation from the
We are.
state for going to the academy?
that's correct.
We still are.
That's why they're so backlogged. The academy's free now. The governor passed a grant a couple years ago, and people that used to in East Tennessee went to different academies are now going to Toledo, and they're maxed out, and they're booked 3 or 4 academies.
It's still 12 weeks on
It is 12 weeks.
Well, welcome aboard, young lady.
All right, thank you.
And we have a lot of Hispanic population in our city,
Yeah.
not a whole lot, but enough that we need someone like yourself. So I think you're gonna do us a good
We're
job.
very excited.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bi-language. Bad language, bad language.
You know,
Whatever. That's different, that's like,
did we get a vote?
bad
We
language,
did,
bad
me and
language.
John.
Motion and second, but
Yes,
we
we
didn't vote?
did, yes, sir. We got a first and a second. We got a first and a second.
Thank you, Chief.
We did get a first and a
What she
second.
speak, she
We
speak
didn't
it
get a-
all.
I didn't do an A or a no.
I know how to spell
No, we haven't
We
voted.
didn't.
We hadn't voted. So, board, we missed a little bit of that last one. We got a motion and a second. We
Oh, it
got,
was.
and we got a,
We did on Ms. Cook. We haven't on,
we have it on, Ms. Garcia. So we just,
missed one.
you did I asked if there was any discussion. You said yeah. And we discussed and we just left it.
we haven't voted on it.
We haven't voted on it. So if there's no more discussion, all in favor of the hiring of Ms. Garcia, do so by saying aye.
Ah,
Those opposed, like sign. Now we back on track. We good. Mr. Leon, we'd got the motion second and, discussion, we didn't vote.
okay, I got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
They got caught up with the
Yeah, cause
words, you know.
I had to check the stat keeper over here.
I took a second. I took a-
Board, at this time,
over there.
do we have a motion to approve, where are we at?
Fire department hiring,
Dalton Walters.
number 5.
I missed that, thing. No. Y'all hang
It
with,
should be next. It should be next.
Mine was attached to the police.
Yes.
Police chief. I mean, fire chief.
Dalton Walters.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm just a little bit out of balance. Okay. At this time, do we have a motion to approve, the fire department's recommendation to hire firefighter Dalton Walters?
So moved.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion, board?
Well, Miss Julian, you gonna check the out, ain't you?
Yeah.
Check them out.
Yes, Dalton. He's had his 1664 he's had his 1664 class and he's had his live burn class. So it means he can start his shifts.
Chief, you feel like, these days, you know, if
In
we
his
can get
physical,
a,
he aced it.
if we can get a warm body, we're in good shape. So, Mr. Walters would, I think, will do us a good job. And, you're gonna go over and be working with a wonderful bunch of people. And we got the EMT stuff going on, medical, and we got some wonderful people over there. We appreciate you wanting to be part of, this fire department. You got a wonderful chief, assistant chief as well. So,
And
board,
you-
go ahead, I'm sorry.
You serve on the Humboldt Area Rescue Squad also?
Yes, sir.
You've been with them for 2 years?
Yes, sir.
Any more discussion, board? If not, those in favor of the fire department recommendation to hire firefighter Dalton Walters, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you. And thank you, Dalton, and, appreciate it, and, Chief, y'all, you know where to go next. Up next on our new business, at this time, do we have a motion to approve the Parks Advisory Board recommendation to add board member Jonathan Powell? Mr. Powell,
Also moved.
I'll second.
we got a motion and a second. Now, y'all ain't gonna let Mr. Powell get away without asking a bunch of questions, are you?
I ain't asking.
Y'all gotta ask him something.
I'm asking, no, and I know what.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I said, gotta ask Mr. Powell something.
All right.
Glad of your willingness to serve.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And so, if you don't have any, more discussion, board, this time, those in favor of such motion to add Mr. Jonathan Powell to the, Parks Advisory Board, do so by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Thank you, Jonathan, wanting to serve. Board, up next, is something that's come to our city, and, the, school board has, met and talked about this, and I've met with Mr. Caesar, and, some of you might have as well. And, Caesar is, him and his people are represents the Jackson Boom. The Jackson Boom is a professional soccer company. Organization, and very well known. And the park board has been talked to about this. I don't know if you did, and then the school board as well. And so this Jackson Boom feels like Humboldt's the perfect place for a new soccer facilities in Humboldt. And they would like for this board to consider going in contract with them, and maybe the recommendation is going to be adding them at Spangler Park, add at least 2 fields at Spangler Park, and take the old junior high gym that's over on 20th that's not being used, and start remodeling that, and use that for a indoor practice facility, along with some offices and things of that nature. And so right now, the Spangler softball and those baseball fields is not being used, or is not being used, and hadn't been used in many years, a bunch of years, how about that? And I know the gym hasn't either, they're all just sitting there. And so I just wanted to give Mr. Caesar a chance to talk to the board, and y'all ask questions. And so I'm gonna turn it over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. My name is Caesar Keespay. I have the distinct pleasure of being the president of Jackson Boom. We are a professional soccer organization that has close to 250 families that are a part of our ecosystem. We were founded in 2022 with a desire to win $1 million. I was a part of an organization called the Jackson Underdogs that played on ESPN many years in a tournament called the basketball tournament. And I got an email that said, hey, here's a chance to win $1 million with soccer. And like anybody else does, I called my fiance and I said, hey, can I put this on the American Express? And she said, yes, go ahead and do it. And that's where Jackson Boom was born. We competed, proudly representing the people not only of Jackson, but West Tennessee and all of Tennessee. We were the only soccer team that competed in this tournament. We got knocked out in the group stages, and so unfortunately we didn't win the $1 million. But then we realized that West Tennessee could support a soccer team with a variety of levels. So we approached Tennessee State Soccer Association, who we've been members of for several years. We're also members of the United States Soccer Federation in good standing. We field a semi-professional men's team. We field a semi-professional women's team. And then we field a variety of kids teams from ages 7 all the way through about 17 and 18 years old. And I actually have a gentleman that's with me today. His name is Tom Hughes. He lives in Humboldt. His kid is named Sullivan. We call him Sully. He plays on our 2016 team. Sully last summer had a chance of meeting members of the United States soccer team along with 50 or 60 kids. We all drove to Nashville, got to meet the team that represents us in the Olympics and in the World Cup. Not only did Sully see them, Sully was on the field along with the rest of our kids and was able to high five and meet professional soccer players. In the conversation leading to this event in post, Sully told me, and he's told his parents, I one day want to be a professional soccer player. So you've got kids here in Humboldt and in all over parts of West Tennessee that have the aspiration of saying they want to be able to compete at the next level. And so our partnership is basically, we've identified a place in Spangler Park that we feel we could potentially partner with you guys and transform that park into a beautiful soccer complex, starting with just a couple of fields, and then continuing to develop the partnership. Same thing with the old middle school facility. We want to train it into a high performance training center where our teams will be able to train indoors. We'll have access to GPS tracking systems, have access to technology, medical staff, professionals, coaches that will help our athletes perform at their maximum ability, but also it would open an opportunity for local kids here to learn about sports medicine, learn about management of sports, broadcasting, how it is to be a utility manager. I grew up in a huge city. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and I was very fortunate. I had experiences that were able to take me across the world. And I'm very happy to say that my kids grew up here in Tennessee. But one of the things I constantly say is I've got to provide more opportunities, not only for my own kids, but every kid that plays inside of our soccer organization and every kid that we come in contact with. And that's what this partnership is all about. It's developing a recreational program, working with the Parks Department to do that. It's being able to have competitive teams that represent West Tennessee. And we want to pledge about $500,000 so that we can provide scholarships for kids that can't afford playing competitive sports. You guys all know this. AAU is expensive. Travel baseball is expensive. Travel basketball is expensive. Travel soccer, it's actually a little more expensive than all of those. So we want to commit about $500,000 to be able to help offset the cost so that kids in this community can have the opportunity to do that. So again, I thank you guys so much for the consideration of this partnership. And I rest my time. Thank you.
Board, please ask questions if you feel free with Caesar and this proposal, Jackson Boone. We will probably have that as an agenda item for y'all's consideration to vote on for it. And so he just wanted to talk tonight and just give y'all a little bit of a idea of what they want to do. And there is a whole lot to it legally. And y'all can sort of give us some direction what y'all would like for to be comfortable, for y'all to be comfortable for voting for this.
Hey, would there be a full contract on this, or just?
Yes, sir. Y'all have asked the school as well as
An MOU, a memorandum of understanding.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
MOU. That's of understanding, an MOU of understanding their intentions, and which you could actually look at that and say, oh, this and that, and the contract that I think y'all had asked for was just for 5 years.
Yes, sir.
5 years, and if if it don't work, it just don't work.
Yes, sir.
But if it does work, we'll be
Revisit this.
we'll be doing well. So the school is not being, gym is not being used, and it's starting to deteriorate just a little bit, getting a little water on the floor and stuff, and it's just gonna go down in time. And then the ball fields out at Spangler, there's that big softball field, it just about will cover, that big first softball
Yes, sir.
field, it'll just about cover at least 1.5 or 2, you get it. Got all the facilities out there, and they're not being used at all, so
We are also, sorry, I forgot to mention, we're also looking at the possibility of being able to scale this to where not only will we have training sessions there, but the possibilities to be able to host regional leagues, tournaments, and invite members of the community from Germantown, Memphis, Nashville, Murfreesboro, to be able to come and play tournaments here. So there is some sort of economic element to this as well. We think there would be a sports tourism element, but again, that will go according to the way we scale, how many team fields we can have, potentially how many teams we can invite coming in so that they can play and have a beautiful experience.
Procedure, board, I think what I'm hearing, you do a MUO, and that will be presented to our attorney to look at and advise the board.
Yes, sir. We can provide an MOU.
Yeah. Because before they vote, I'm sure they'd want to know the whole
Yes, sir.
thing.
Is there any cost to the city?
Very minimal cost. All we're doing is just removing fencing, so we're happy to cover that cost.
On page 2 and number 4, it says in partnership with the city of Humboldt, Jackson Boone will create a low-cost youth recreational, soccer program.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the cost of the youth?
Jackson area-wide soccer is a recreational program. They charge $40.
Is it 40 per kid?
I think it's $40 for the season, and it's $15 for the second season.
Mhm.
So following spring. So ideally, we want to be somewhere between that 45, 40 to maybe 65 a year, maybe a little more. Referees are a little expensive. And so
Yes.
until we're able to train and develop our own referees, we would have to ask the supporting communities to send those referees in. And that's kind of where the price of it kind of goes up a little bit more. But we do want to be competitive with the recreational programs in Crockett County, over in Medina and in Jackson. So I think being in that 40 to 65 range a year would be a good place to start. And then we would go out and ask local businesses to sponsor specific teams to help try to reduce the cost as well. But that's the ballpark where we want to be at per year.
Adrian, you also had said earlier that y'all would leave room and time for our local programs to
Yes, sir.
use the fields as
Yes, sir.
well.
Yeah, so-
It just won't be y'all, but
No, sir.
the schools will be able to use it as well.
Yeah, so we begin training around 5:30 PM. There are times that our teams only train 2 to 3 times a week, so there's a lot of times. Whenever our teams have competitive games, and tonight's a great example. We played tournaments in Memphis, about maybe 150 teams were there. And so today our entire academy program took the day off so that they can rest. So there's always a lot of gap time in between training sessions. And the amount of space, we want to grow soccer in West Tennessee. That's our #1 mission. It's that when people see us play, they will be inspired to pick up a ball and say, man, I want to play soccer. I want my kids to play soccer. I want my grandkids to play soccer. And so this isn't something just for the growth of our organization, but it really is to try to develop and promote the sport of soccer.
Are there any other youth programs that you work with?
I own AAU licenses. I own ABA licenses as well, which is through the NBA. I own the license for NBA Junior Academy as well. And we've also fielded a team in the $1 Million Basketball Tournament under the same name. But we have, since last year, we decided to focus 100% on our soccer programs and put a pause on all of our other sports. But and you'll understand this, and most of you will understand this, it was important for us to have all these licenses in place as a way to be able to strategically develop, in year 4, year 5, year 6, year 7, potentially adding other sports like baseball and basketball potentially. But because we have our senior men's programs and our women's programs, our focus at this point is soccer.
Okay. If, and currently the school system doesn't have a soccer team, but if we did, would being a part of this make those kids ineligible with TSSAA?
Great question. So all of our kids that play are amateurs. No one receives any payment. So their eligibility stays intact for both TSSAA and for the NCAA as well.
Yeah, but they
Our
wouldn't be able
biggest
to-
goal is to be able to get kids to play Division I soccer, Division II soccer, and scholarships. So we're going to protect their eligibility, which is why we were very forward about how much the families pay towards playing on these teams, so that no professional player is going to play a club. It's usually the other way, that the organization pays the athlete to play. So no, so it won't jeopardize anybody's eligibility, so not with TSSAA or with the NCAA.
Okay, so they wouldn't be able to play during the high school season, they wouldn't be able to play with Jackson Boone during
Yes,
that
sir, yes, sir.
period of
And
time.
we have that situation with many of our kids who study in various schools and that play at different places. Because soccer's played in the springtime for the boys, the ones that are in high school only play into the fall. They'll finish. Now, they're able to train, according to the sanctions, and our attorney legal teams have told us, they're able to train with us, they just can't participate in independent competition. At the conclusion of their season, whenever they're done, knocked out at playoffs or state or wherever, those kids are once again eligible to be able to play competition with us in tournaments, so.
And this would not affect our that beautiful high school baseball field.
No, sir, no, not at all.
It won't, and
No, not at all. Our goal is the bottom part of Spangler Park, where the softball part is. I think that's the area we'd like to be able to potentially partner with the city to develop a nice soccer complex down there.
And we've also checked, those fields were built by an LPRF grant, like you see
Yes,
at
sir.
all of our parks. And Mr. Graves just called, and we don't have it on paper yet, but it's coming, and I want to see that before we move forward. That won't affect those LPRF grants that built those original fields. I think 30 years or 25, it's already past the
life
time.
expectancy of
Yeah,
the-
and so we will but definitely have that in writing before you all would consider this. That state wouldn't come back on us and try to make us pay that money back out there at the ball field, so.
Just another or you said you'd provide your own referees and stuff, you wouldn't go through the association that's already here with Don Eubank?
So Don is a part of, he's the SRA, he's the state representative, so that's who my assigner is.
Okay.
So I'm actually coordinating with Mr. Eubank now to host a $10,000 adult tournament that we hope to do sometime in November. So Mr. Eubank is, but because we're sanctioned under U.S. Soccer Federation, everyone has to follow the same. I can't go out and try to do my own thing, and including this project, I actually brought it to Tennessee State Soccer Association before I presented to anybody. When we talked about liability, we talked about the potential growth for soccer. So Tennessee State Soccer and U.S. Soccer Federation have both been privy to this information, and they've advised us on how to kind of move forward so that it's a good partnership for everyone. But no, Mr. Eubank is the state referee assigner or administrator, and so he also administrates my programs as well. And so, yeah, it would be, the referees that we would train would be all trained under Mr. Eubank and his staff. So,
Are you familiar with Andy Metcalf?
Andy was on he was on my staff, actually. I hired him in '22. We were trying to get Andy to be the head coach of our $1 million team. And Andy has 2 kids or 3 kids and lives in Germantown. And quick note for those that don't know, Andy holds the record for the most goals scored in the state of Tennessee for high school. I saw him actually on Saturday. He scored 71 goals and was at University School of Jackson's where he went to school.
And he's one of my
Great friend.
former.
His niece actually plays for our club. Miss Ruth Davis, her daughter, she plays for our club. So
Andy's
great-
one of my
huge-
former students.
Oh, he is, okay. Yeah, great guy, great guy. We have Andy down as our unofficial club ambassador. So, we're always trying to get these all-stars to try to help us out, so.
And Andy played professional for a while.
Yeah, for DC United, yes, sir, and for Atlanta Silverbacks as well. We actually have several members on our staff that have played professional soccer. We just hired a gentleman from Argentina that played at River Plate. He played 24 professional games and about 462 professional matches. And that's the quality of coaches that we're bringing into our organization to be able to teach a sport and get the very best possible outcomes from our projects.
So your major focus would be on 7 to 18-year-olds or the semi-pro team?
Great question. I believe that we want to be able to represent our state. We want to be able to represent our state on TV. We just signed a deal with Fox Sports that they're going to be our official, in Jackson, Fox, a news talk down in Jackson. They're going to be calling our games and broadcasting all of our games. And so I believe that when I grew up as a kid watching games at RFK Stadium and watching these professionals play, there was something about being able to see those guys and me saying, one day, I want to be like those guys. And so our focus at this point is being able to develop a strong semi-professional team that will lead into a professional team, and then continue to develop all of our age groups so that they all follow a path to where if they choose to play professional or go to college, they have the abilities to do it. So it's a very comprehensive program. I don't think it's one or the other. I think both go hand in hand correctly, or that help each other out.
So board, we'll, if y'all like, we'll get our Caesar to get us a MOU.
Yes, sir.
Let Laurie Count review it, and then we'll come back to you all for review and questions, and if something y'all need changed that you don't feel, we can do that as well.
I got a question. Mr. Caesar came to the park board last week.
Yes, ma'am.
He presented this at the park board last
Yes,
week.
ma'am.
And, the park board members still has some questions for Mr. Caesar.
Okay.
So we was gonna get him to come back and, you know.
And answer
that-
those questions,
yeah.
yes, ma'am.
So,
And Ms. Tammy, when is y'all's next board meeting? Do you know? Jeff can tell us.
so I think we need to. October twenty-first.
I think it's the 21st.
October 21st. Ms. Tammy, if that's all right, we'll get you, you want to get y'all lined up?
Yeah, let
Him
us,
back.
let us get with Mr. Caesar
yeah,
then, and then
put-
we'll.
Right, and then he can still be working on the MOU, and then if y'all, because y'all got to approve it anyway.
Yeah, we gotta,
Approve it anyway, and the park board has got to approve it as well. So, so you got that date. Jeff, will you be contacting?
It's the 21st.
It's the 21st.
October 21st, yes, sir.
Okay.
So, but we got 2 fields we ain't using, right? Up there, Spike.
Well, as of right now, really none of them except for the high school baseball.
That's the only one.
And that, Mr. Leon, I don't think even the high school baseball finished their season last year. But it's
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Have you been on the west side? Do you know the west side is?
Yeah, I've been in California many times. No.
Okay. We good. Have you saw a big pretty field up there? We just got it up there. We used to play sports stuff when I was growing up as a kid right there. It's right beside
I think I've
Stigall
seen
School.
Yeah, it's right beside Stegall.
It's a great
Oh, yeah,
big
I
pretty
did
field,
see-
big
I
fence
think I
around,
saw
got
the
lights and
demos.
everything. Why don't you take a look at that and consider that, put it down there, take a look at it, see what you think.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to.
We'd be glad to bring something back to the west side.
Yes, sir.
I got, I tried to think of some fields that he would consider, and we went on a little tour one day, and I took him down to that one. That's a big old flat, nice
That's a big
field.
field up there.
The
Fencing and everything.
old
Everything you
football
need.
field there at the junior high, that's a nice big field. We went out on Elliott and looked at where the old baseball fields and carnival grounds was. We rode to Spangler, and so I tried to think of any place that he might consider doing that, and that was mine.
Could I chime in on that a little bit? Why Spangler was an ideal, because of the lights. And so one would require us to create infrastructure that doesn't currently exist. And Spangler would allow us just to take the infrastructure that's there, removing the fence, and the turn around to being able to use the facilities relatively quick.
We got lights over there.
At Elliott
We got
Street, was
lights
that
on the west
NCR field?
No, they're
No, and I
on the
forgot
field, there was
NCR.
lights.
Oh, on the field.
NCR
It's
or
not
something.
that.
Okay, I got you.
Behind.
On the field.
Okay, I get you. I thought you talking about the big
Great.
lights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
behind,
yeah,
right
but
there,
not-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
Because by the time the kids are training, it's usually about
Yeah,
dark
I
time.
Those
got you.
Especially in
fences
the
have been
fall.
removed.
Okay, I got you. I
Yes, there's
feel you.
nothing.
What about the lights?
We're
They
considered
don't
anyway.
go on. We
Take
just
another
know
look at it.
it's a nice spot.
Thank you.
You had said FIFA. I'm not a soccer person,
Yeah.
and you tell me what that's coming to America. Is that right?
Yes, so, yeah, thank you. The World Cup's coming in 2026 to the US, Canada, and Mexico. You guys have probably seen the president talking about how they're gonna do the the matches. They're gonna do that at the Kennedy Center in Washington DC. And so I've called the federation, to try to bump some tickets already from them so I could be at that event. I don't know if they'll do it or not, but yeah, so the World Cup will happen here in the United States in 2026. There's a really big push from Tennessee State Soccer and the rest of the federation for us to develop these kind of programs that will expand soccer into places that it hasn't been before. And so, this is, a lot of this is years and years of working where the federation has asked us to do specific things, and now, us as club administrators, it's our goal now to try to expand, and, we love I'd love to be able to stand here next year or in a few years and say, we have 450 kids playing soccer, we have 300 kids playing soccer here in Humboldt. And so the only way that's gonna happen is that we have the fields where we can operate and run these programs.
And boy, I truly believe we're gonna have some stuff coming up, probably next month, about some rezoning and things that are economic development person is working on. And I really believe this will help get a hotel out on the north, at the industrial park, which will have to be changed. But I really believe that if that happens, when they see that, I think we'll have hotels. We've already got some stuff lined up with the Tractor Supply that says they want to come. And with this, I just think it'll just be a push to say, yeah, let's do it. And so that's all I've got.
So where do you currently play in Jackson?
North Park.
North Park?
We share the facilities with Jackson Soccer Club and Jackson Area White Soccer. We actually have an MOU with the city of Jackson until 2028. So that's our home facility. That, we have access to Muse Park, we have access to Cape Campbell as well.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor, thank you.
Mayor, don't forget our update.
Okay, now, Mr. Leon had, go ahead and ask me, Mr. Leon, if you don't mind. We'll just act like it.
Oh.
We don't know it. We're gonna act like we don't know it, but go ahead and ask me, I'm gonna answer it.
We at the end of the thing right here, to the citizen report.
Yeah,
Mayor, I would like an update on the dog pound, I would like a up to date on the west side drainage.
Yes, sir. Mr. Leon called me, texted me today, asked that, and so I called Greer Lashley with Lashley Rich, the contractor for the dog facility. And so we called this phase 1 because it's not gonna be able to be finished. But Hagler Electric is about, just don't like much finishing the electric part on that phase 1. And they have a little bit of trim left to do in there. And that will be it, Mr. Leon. That's phase 1, the money's run out, so it's not where it can house any dogs or cats or people right now. So looks like the next board will have to finance that, finishing that. I'm gonna go out next week and just take a look and see where we are with it. So anyway, the building looks great, and they've got, it's moving on. It just needs some more money behind it. The west side drainage, the bids are going out October the 9th for TLM, and Jake, our engineer with TLM, is going to send in the bids out on October the 9th, and we should have some type of contractor to consider in plenty time. All the engineering's done. We've been sort of they've been dragging along a little bit. So I do believe that it won't take but a few weeks to get all that done. So anyway, on the drainage, October 9th, the bids go out.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And so, this time, on our new business, the concerned citizen part, and we would hope that this goes well. I would ask you to remember the subject matter needs to be on what's on the agenda tonight. If it's not, line 3 on his state law says we can just let I'm not an attorney, we have an attorney. And so the item of discussion must be an item on the current agenda. And so we've been all over the place tonight, so y'all should be able to find a place to talk there. Mr. Jennings, I'm sorry I can't read that first name.
Yes, sir. My name is Young Jennings, and I'm just wondering how the citizens of Humboldt, Tennessee would go about sending a bid or taking costs to take our own trash and dispose of our own way.
Oh, sir, so you're asking if the citizens of the city could do their own garbage and
Like,
all
how
of.
would we put in a bid to request our own?
I don't really know. Garbage collection and the health of the city is pretty well determined in our charter.
Yes, sir.
Because you're a young man and some of us are old men, and we remember when garbage was put in 55-gallon barrels in the backyard and the issues that caused. And so it was established where that the city used to do it ourselves.
Yes, sir.
And it got so expensive and got equipment changes and stuff like that, sir, that we bid that out now to a professional company. And so I hope I answered best I could.
Yes, sir. Even if a proposal was conducted to help allow spending less money to do it and paying less, like the proposal I've conducted allows us from paying $40 a month to $25 while still operating new machines to take care of it and opening new job opportunities.
Yes, sir. You know, young man, you sound like you got your work. You did a great job, and I appreciate you. That's not an easy place to be where you're standing. You know, in the garbage business, there's all kind of different scenarios, and and they all, but 99% of them is about money. All of them's about money. You got to bring in enough money to pay a contractor to haul it off, and it's got different pieces to it. It sometimes sounds real complicated, but if we are going to contract it off, and I'd say we probably should keep contracting it. When we do a bid process, we had, with this one here, we had 2 bidders, and they felt like that they could do it for this amount, one for this amount. And so that's the way it worked. And I don't think the city, that's me, I'm not a doubting person, but it'd be pretty tough for the city to do it again because of licensing fees, just lots of things that we're not capable of doing.
Yes, sir. So there's no way to put in a bid to look at the proposal at all?
I'm sorry, I'm not with you on where you're going with it, but
Like, just take a look at the proposal. Like,
a proposal, like you've got a proposal?
yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
So where we go about sending?
You can turn it into this board. And why I say yes, young man, is because, number one, I'm proud of you to stand up there and be working on something here that's all us adults supposed to be doing. Here's this young man, smart enough to come up with a proposal, and I would be more than glad to look at it. Sure would never turn you away.
Yes, sir.
You got enough to go around?
No, sir, I have to make copies. I was just
That's all right.
wondering how-
That's all right. So we're glad to look at it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You may spark something here that us old folks ain't seen.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Make you some copies and drop them off at the mayor's office.
Yes, and we'll make sure, young man, we'll make sure we get them out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for being here. I'm proud of you to stand up. When I was your age, you wasn't gonna get me standing in front of nobody. All right, thank you, sir. All right. Mr. Mark Justice.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Justice.
I am truly unhappy with our trash pickup. Between 27th and 30th on mine, there's been trash out there for over a month piled on the side of the road. Nobody's picking it up. And you want people to come to Humboldt, nobody's gonna move here seeing trash piled up in the streets. I mean, I was happy with Republic. They were always on time. I understand the truck breaking down now and then, but that's part of it.
simple. Sir, I'm not gonna, Mr. Justice, I'm not gonna be in a position
Yeah,
to,
but somebody should be picking up the trash.
and so, I'll assure you, is it bulked out in the
Yeah,
street?
yeah, it's been there for over a month.
And we'll check on that and we'll call we'll call Rock as well.
Okay.
And if they, they may have just missed it.
Well, it's been there for a month, so if they're making the rounds, they very do.
Well, I'll assure you, we will contact them tomorrow and see if there's maybe something that's happened.
Thank you.
All right, sir, and I'm sorry about that. Next up, Ms. Fay Askew.
What I want to talk about is not on the agenda at all.
Okay, well, Fay, Kay, I'm sorry, please come by the office or something tomorrow if you got something that we might can help you with. All right, Mr. Chase Thomas is requested to be on the agenda.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Mayor, do I have permission to speak to Alicia Pegg?
Sure, if she feels comfortable talking to you, I'm good with it.
Alicia, do you mind coming here so everyone can see you? Because I think, is this live streaming? Okay, because I think this is very important. I want to make sure that, I want to make sure that everyone sees you and hears you. And this also has to do with the Facebook post that Shane Lynch has put on publicly about the sanitation fund. I think that it's disrespectful to this all the aldermen, to you as a city official, which also affects you as the CFO and the treasurer of Humboldt. You are held to a standard by the comptroller of Tennessee. Is there any money missing from the treasury of our government in Humboldt? Are there any, I want to make sure that the camera gets this, is there any money missing?
No, sir, there is not money missing.
Okay. There is, this is an account analysis. You've given me an account analysis.
Wait. Is this on the,
Yes, it is. It's the sanitation fund.
no, we're talking about the sanitation fund?
Yes, we're
Okay,
talking
get
about
to
the
the
sanitation
okay,
fund.
get to it
Okay,
then.
yes,
Okay.
ma'am. And I also want to say that I respect you, and I also respect Ms. Coleman, because the last time I was here, you all owned the fact that you voted for RAC. And Mr. Lynch on his Facebook post is doing everything that he can to backpedal that he didn't get a notice about the renewal of the sanitation fund until that it was even renewing until a couple of days before.
It was,
And it was in the paper.
Yes, sir, that's how I found out about it, and that's how I went to the FOP.
In March.
Yes, sir, that's how I found
It wasn't a couple
out.
of days before. It was in March.
We voted on it a couple of days before,
It was in March.
and I was at that meeting for the FOP, was I not?
It was in March.
Okay, I was there.
Not a couple of days before.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, read it. And this is also on April the 4th. Do you recognize this sign-in sheet? You were
Yes,
the
sir, I was
only
there.
alderman.
Yes, sir, I
At
was.
this sign-in sheet.
Yes, sir, I
You
was
had
on
all
that.
the information before anybody on this board.
Yes, sir.
You had you had Rock Solid's bid, and you had the bid from Republic
Yes,
before
sir, I-
anybody else
yes,
here
sir, I did.
had it.
Yes,
And
sir, I
yet,
did.
on your Facebook sheet, you said that you didn't have the information, and you also said that the sanitation fund was depleted.
From my understanding, that is.
Where is your proof that the sanitation fund, do you have a bank statement? Do you have any, where is your proof that the sanitation fund was depleted to make such a statement?
I got that from her.
Did the statement say that the sanitation fund was depleted?
I don't remember ever saying that it was depleted. It
I
doesn't
heard
mean
it too,
haven't
that-
said
Yeah.
it.
I think
There
that,
was $9,000 in there.
$9,000. And then.
Compared to 900,000.
No, 900,000, has the sanitation fund ever had $900,000 in
Not
it?
since I've been here.
Not since she's been in there. Has the utility department that collects money from the residences, because that's where the money comes from, to fund the sanitation, has the utility department for the city of Humboldt, because that is where it comes from, ever collected $900,000?
Oh, not to my knowledge.
No, that's not where it comes from. It collects between $60,000 and $70,000. That's what the sanitation fund has in it, Mr. Lynch. Okay? Now, when was the last year that we raised money? When did we raise for our trash fees?
My utility bill shows that it was $18 in 2014, and in 2015, it went to $20.
No. Okay. Are you saying, is that your final answer?
No,
Because
sir, I'm just going by what my
no.
utility
Let me
bill
tell you.
says.
All right. So let me tell you when it was. Mr. McNeil,
Mr. Mayor,
in
personally attacking an alderman, and that's.
in 2020.
No. I'm not gonna be
In
attacked,
2020,
okay?
well, you know what? It's funny to me that you don't like this, but you'll do it on Facebook. You don't mind humiliating people on Facebook.
I didn't humiliate anybody.
Yes, you do. You've accused the mayor of
I have
stealing.
not accused the mayor of anything.
Yes, you did.
I said to ask.
Thank you.
get him, Kenny.
Thank you, sir. She was shaking. I started.
No, wait, hold. He dealing with sanitation fund.
He's dealing with shame. He's not dealing with just that. He's dealing with shame and sanitation.
Hold it. He dealing with sanitation.
He's dealing with
fund.
shame and he's.
I don't care what he did. He dealing with sanitation. That's on the agenda.
I want the public to know
Look,
that
Leave it alone, Tammy.
you
No,
need
get him.
proof.
Leave it alone.
No, get
When
him.
you're going to accuse, because that is a mother and a wife, he is a father and a grandfather, and when you accuse him of stealing,
I didn't accuse anybody of
Yes, you
stealing.
did.
No, sir, I did not.
Yes, you did.
So what I explained to Mr. Thomas was, if he has a point to make, let's make it, but not attack a alderman.
You got a point to make. Just make the point.
and
Make
let
the
me say
point.
something else. You've got a public figure that is on this feed that is saying that because I have someone else, everyone on Main Street that has the other person that's running for mayor, she is going around town saying that we're giving money to your campaign fund, and you need to tell her.
I don't know what
Hey,
you're talking
that we're
about.
gonna- Yeah.
No.
So
No,
that
that-
needs to stop.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You need to stop telling
We're
lies.
not gonna do that.
Transparency begins with facts.
Oh, jeez. I was just worried about this. Oh, boy.
I'll make him a.
No, if everybody off the thing, the mayor has to, if that's all the citizens concerned.
Any more concerned citizens? Sir, you wasn't on the agenda, I'm sorry.
I would just like to ask, could I have a meeting with you? That's all I want to ask.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You know, we're on Facebook Live, and like I said, this is probably one of the worst things that ever happened to the city of Humboldt, because every second and fourth Mondays, we have this drama show, and it's pointing fingers at whoever. And I've been, for 4 years, it's just not been nice.
Well, Mayor, one thing that he was saying, I wanted to hear, it was about when he was talking to Alicia about the money. Now, I want to hear that he had some documentation that he was finna ask her, then it got blowed off track.
Well,
Now, I
Board,
want to hear about
I,
that part, he had documentation on the money.
I can look at this contract, and I can look at the whole thing, and people on both sides, the Rock side and the Board side made some mistakes, and I wished it wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't be here. And so, we've got to get this settled and move on. We've got to quit losing this money. We got to let attorneys and all get this worked out, because it's election year, and it's a vicious election year. It always is. But let's try to work together to get this settled and move on, because I won't be here in 99 days, 98 days. And somebody has got to keep this thing moving. Our city's got to have sanitation and bulk haul off, and we're never going to get anywhere. Never. Fussing and fighting and accusing each other, lying on each other, pointing fingers. We're never going to get anywhere. I just ask to please just settle down. Let's get past this. Let our attorney sort of take lead with us and talk about it, and let's get this done.
I asked that we adjourn.
Sir?
I asked that the board adjourn.
All right. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
All right, we're adjourned.